Time is the one currency you can't earn back, borrow, or extend. And here's the brutal truth: most people waste it like it's infinite. Are you one of them? If you don't master time, time will master you and leave you with nothing but regrets. Today, I'm handing you 9 hacks that will force you to take control of your life. Stick with me till the end, and I guarantee you'll never look at time the same way again. But here's the catch: you won't like everything you hear. Because this is about discipline, not excuses. Welcome, fellow sapien, to a journey of self-mastery and success for a person living in the modern world. If you are tired of sugar-coated advice and want to transform into a better version of yourself every single day, hit that subscribe button. Why do we feel like we never have enough time? The answer is simple: we don't respect it. Think about it. We scroll mindlessly, we procrastinate, and we overthink decisions. If time were money, most of us would be bankrupt. But here's the good news: time isn't just about hours and minutes. It's about focus, discipline, and strategy. And that's exactly what I'll teach you today. Let's dive straight in. Hack number 1. The 50-10 rule. The 50-10 rule is a game-changer for productivity, based on a simple yet powerful principle: work with focus for 50 minutes, then take a 10-minute break. This technique aligns with how your brain naturally functions. Research shows that your brain operates in cycles of peak focus, followed by dips in energy, known as the ultradian rhythm. By working in bursts of intense concentration and pausing for short breaks, you avoid mental fatigue and sustain productivity throughout the day. Why is this so effective? When you set a 50-minute timer, it creates a sense of urgency, forcing your brain to focus on completing the task at hand. You are less likely to procrastinate when you know there's a finish line in sight. During the 10-minute break, stepping away from your workspace, stretching, or even meditating can help reset your mind for the next session. The break isn't downtime, it's recovery time for your cognitive muscles. Many people mistakenly believe working non-stop is the key to success, but that only leads to burnout and diminishing returns. Productivity isn't about only grinding harder, it's about working smarter. Imagine your brain as a sprinter, not a marathon runner. With the 50-10 rule, you are sprinting in intervals, maximizing your efficiency without running out of steam. Hack number 2. The 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule is deceptively simple. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. This hack is grounded in the psychology of open loops. Unfinished tasks linger in your mind, creating mental clutter that drains your focus and energy. The longer you defer these tiny tasks, the larger they loom in your subconscious, causing unnecessary stress. By addressing them instantly, you free up mental bandwidth to focus on more significant priorities. Think about it: how often do you procrastinate replying to a quick email, scheduling an appointment, or putting away laundry? These tasks don't require much effort, but when left undone, they accumulate and become overwhelming. The 2-minute rule helps you avoid this snowball effect. Completing small tasks in real time also triggers a dopamine release in your brain, giving you a sense of accomplishment and momentum to tackle bigger challenges. This hack also exposes the toxic truth about procrastination: it's not about laziness, it's about fear of starting. Small actions build confidence, and confidence is the antidote to procrastination. Next time you find yourself debating whether to delay a minor task, remember this: the energy spent avoiding it far exceeds the energy needed to complete it. Hack number 3. The 90-minute focus session. The 90-minute focus session is the ultimate strategy for deep work. Neuroscientific studies have shown that our brains function optimally in 90-minute cycles of high energy and focus, followed by a dip in alertness. This cycle, part of the ultradian rhythm, is why intense, uninterrupted work for 90 minutes can be far more productive than a full day of fragmented multitasking. When you dedicate 90 minutes to a single task, you enter a state of flow. This is a mental state where your brain releases performance-enhancing neurochemicals like dopamine, norepinephrine, and endorphins. In this state, distractions fade away, and your creativity and efficiency soar. To achieve this, eliminate all interruptions, put your phone on silent, close unnecessary tabs, and create an environment that fosters concentration. Many people falsely believe multitasking is a sign of productivity. The reality? Every time you switch tasks, your brain requires time to refocus, leading to wasted energy and reduced output. The 90-minute session isn't just about working hard, it's about working smart. After your session, take a 15 to 30-minute break to recharge before diving back in. Think of your brain as a battery. It needs consistent recharging to perform at its best. Hack number 4. The 20-20-20 rule. The 20-20-20 rule is designed to protect one of your most valuable assets, your eyesight. In our screen-dominated world, extended screen time can cause computer vision syndrome, leading to eye strain, headaches, and fatigue. This simple yet powerful rule helps you avoid these issues by giving your eyes regular breaks. Every 20 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for at least 20 seconds. Here's why it works. Staring at screens forces your eye muscles to stay in a constant state of contraction, which leads to fatigue over time. Shifting your focus to a distant object relaxes these muscles, preventing strain. This small habit also reduces mental fatigue, because it gives your brain a moment to rest and reset. Ignoring screen fatigue can have long-term consequences, including deteriorating vision and chronic discomfort. Think of the 20-20-20 rule as preventive maintenance for your eyes and your mind. It's a quick and easy habit to build into your routine, and the benefits are immediate. Remember, self-care isn't selfish, it's survival. If you can't take 20 seconds every 20 minutes to care for your eyes, you are not prioritizing your long-term well-being. Before we go over to the next hack to master time, please mind giving this video a like, as it boosts its reach, subscribing to this channel, and turning on the notification bell to not miss out on more such informative videos on how to be a better sapien. Anyways, moving on. Hack number 5. The 5-minute rule. The 5-minute rule operates on the same psychological principles as the 2-minute rule, but allows for slightly more complex tasks. If something can be completed in 5 minutes or less, tackle it right away. This simple habit works wonders against the biggest productivity killer, inertia. Starting is often the hardest part of any task. The 5-minute rule forces you into action, making it easier to build momentum. From a neuroscience perspective, completing small tasks activates the brain's reward system. Every time you finish something, no matter how trivial, your brain releases a burst of dopamine, reinforcing a sense of achievement. This positive feedback loop motivates you to keep going. Over time, the 5-minute rule trains your brain to associate action with reward, making you more likely to take initiative in other areas of your life. This rule also addresses the mental clutter caused by procrastination. Small tasks, when left undone, create a backlog that not only wastes time, but also eats away at your mental energy. By clearing these tasks immediately, you reduce stress and free up your focus for bigger challenges. Remember, small wins pave the way for big victories. Stop overthinking and start doing. 5 minutes is all it takes. Hack number 6. The 2-hour time blocking. Time blocking is not just a productivity hack, it's a philosophy. The idea is simple: allocate specific 2-hour blocks for focused work, and protect these blocks as if they were sacred. Why 2 hours? Because this duration strikes the perfect balance between sustained focus and avoiding burnout. It allows you to dive deep into a task without the constant interruptions of modern life. Here's the science. Studies on task batching show that grouping similar activities into uninterrupted time slots significantly increases efficiency. When you allocate 2 hours to a single task, your brain eliminates the cognitive load of switching between tasks. This is crucial because task switching drains your brain's limited energy reserves. But there's a catch: time blocking only works if you enforce boundaries. Turn off notifications, set clear objectives for the session, and communicate your unavailability to others. Treat these blocks like appointments with your future self. Canceling them is not an option. Once you experience the sheer output of a focused 2-hour block, you'll realize how much time you've been wasting on scattered, reactive work. The truth is, multitasking is a productivity myth. Deep work in dedicated time blocks is the only way to create meaningful results. Hack number 7. The 80-20 rule, Pareto principle. The Pareto principle is brutal in its simplicity. 80% of your results come from just 20% of your efforts. This isn't just a productivity hack, it's a lens through which you should view your entire life. The secret to mastering time lies in identifying the 20% of activities that yield the highest impact and ruthlessly eliminating the rest. This principle is backed by decision science. The human brain has a finite capacity for decision-making each day. Wasting this energy on low-value tasks leaves you with little mental bandwidth for what truly matters. By focusing on your 20%, you are not just working smarter, you are preserving your brain power for high-impact activities. Applying the 80-20 rule requires brutal honesty. Which tasks are genuinely moving you forward, and which are just keeping you busy? For example, if you are an entrepreneur, spending hours perfecting a logo is low value, compared to closing a sales deal. Don't confuse business with progress. The painful truth? Most of what you do doesn't matter. Your time is your life. Invest it wisely. Once you master the 80-20 rule, you stop being a slave to trivial tasks and start living intentionally. Hack number 8. The 10-10-10 rule. The 10-10-10 rule is all about long-term thinking in a short-term world. Every decision you make has consequences, some immediate, some delayed. This rule forces you to ask 3 questions. How will this decision impact me in 10 minutes? In 10 months? In 10 years? These 3 time frames act as a mental compass, guiding you toward better choices. The genius of this rule lies in its ability to balance logic and emotion. When faced with a tough decision, your brain often defaults to short-term rewards, thanks to the influence of dopaminergic pathways. This is why you might binge-watch Netflix instead of preparing for a critical exam. The 10-10-10 rule disrupts this impulsive behavior by shifting your focus to the long-term impact. For instance, consider skipping a workout. In 10 minutes, you might feel relieved, but in 10 months, you'll regret the lack of progress in your fitness journey. In 10 years, your health could suffer dramatically. This rule is your antidote to instant gratification, a toxic trap that sabotages success. Remember, every small decision compounds over time. Play the long game, because your future self is counting on you to make the right choice today. Hack number 9. The 4Ds framework. The 4Ds, do, defer, delegate, delete, are your ultimate arsenal for conquering overwhelm. This framework is rooted in decision-making theory and offers a simple way to triage your tasks based on their urgency and importance. Here's how it works. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. For tasks that require more time but aren't urgent, defer them by scheduling them into your calendar. If a task is necessary but doesn't need your expertise, delegate it to someone else. And finally, for tasks that don't add value, delete them without hesitation. The power of the 4Ds lies in their ability to streamline your mental processes. Every time you defer a decision, you drain your brain's cognitive resources. This phenomenon, known as decision fatigue, is why you feel mentally exhausted after a long day of making choices. The 4Ds eliminate this problem by providing a clear, repeatable framework for action. But here's the catch: delegating and deleting require discipline. Many people hold on to tasks out of guilt or ego, thinking they need to do everything themselves. The truth? Trying to do it all is a fast track to burnout. Master the art of prioritization with the 4Ds, and you'll find yourself with more time, more energy, and more control over your life. Mastering time isn't about squeezing more into your day, it's about making every moment count. If you follow these 9 hacks, you won't just get more done, you'll become the kind of person who dominates life, instead of reacting to it. Remember, time waits for no one. Make it count. If you are serious about this journey and want to be a better sapien, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing for more content on personal development, philosophy, and the pursuit of a meaningful life, and share it with friends who might benefit from these tips. Be sure to leave any other valuable suggestions you might have in the comments below for your fellow sapiens, and mention which of the above tip did you find the most useful. Also, be sure to check out these other videos on our channel where we dive deeper into unlocking your full potential every day. Trust me, this is just the beginning. Until next time, keep striving daily towards being a better sapien.